Hey guys, Rookie Luck here, back once again. I hope everyone's having a great day as always. And just a quick video for you guys today. Famous last words. What I think is going to be a quick video anyway. Um, I wanted to show a couple ways to get these Schlage FSICs out of their housing. Yeah, a lot of people call them LFICs, but Schlage, I believe, refers to them as FSICs, which is full-size interchangeable core. It's really hard to see the Schlage on here, but take my word for it, it is a genuine Schlage, Schlage, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just a few ways to get it out of its housing. I find the easiest way that I found is to pick it, which I've already done here just to save some time. Turn the core 180 so the bottom open side of the keyway is facing up towards the Bible and the pins. And I got this. This came from a cheap Chinese crap pick set, and it was maybe an automotive kind of pick, really weird shape to it. I reshaped it to this extremely pointy hook, actually, especially for this. And what I do, you can do this with it in the door or out of the door, obviously, and I just kind of line it up so you kind of know where you're going. And I usually do it with the lock upside down, and I go try and find that that little sleeve there, and there's a pin in here, and it has to be lifted to exactly the right height. If you don't lift it high enough, it won't work, and same thing, if you lift it too high, it won't work. Can be a little tricky sometimes, but you just kind of turn and push down, turn and twist and pull out at the same time. Yeah, like I said, it can be kind of tricky to figure out, but once you do it, it's not that hard to redo. So yeah, the way these work is what they call a one-pin control system, where your control key is just a little bit longer, this little tip here, than the operating key. So, like I said, that pin, the last pin, which is right there since the core is turned 180, needs to be lifted to exactly the perfect height, because the way this works, there's a little spring in here, and it's actually kind of confusing to explain, but like you can see, it won't push in now, and even if I push on that that pin, it won't go all the way in. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not even sure if I understand how it works, but I know that it has to be lifted to exactly the right height from doing this and from actually making this key. Yeah, too high won't work, too low won't work, so you got to find that sweet spot. So that's one of the ways to get it out. Now I gotta put it back in for the second demonstration. Sorry, like this. I'll re-measure that. And you can you don't need to measure it. You can feel where your pick tip drops in there. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's method one. I think that's the easiest, but sometimes picking these things can be tricky, especially with a bitting like that. So method number two that I found, and actually I've seen some people do videos about this, and they said it's not possible, but I mean, I've done it. This is how I got this out in the first place. Turn the core, lock this back up, and obviously you see there's a tailpiece here with a Torx bit. You can take that off. And it doesn't give you too much access to anything, but you don't need that much access to you don't need that much room to access this. I think you can just see it there. That last pin would be the number 7th pin, and this can be a little bit tricky, and I haven't done this for a while, so obviously for this you'd need the operating key. I mean, if you have the operating key, you can easily make control key, because like I said, it's just one cut, and I believe you get these from the factory, and that's already pre-cut. This is one I made. I had to cut the shoulders back. But not a lot of people have, not everyone has access to key cutting machines and blanks and whatnot, so like I said, if you have the operating key, works the lock. And this is probably going to be a little tricky. I might actually change picks for this. Might use my offset hybrid. We can go in there and manually lift that 7th pin right here, maybe, and try to hold everything as we do it. And you can feel it if you have it lifted. Your core is only going to turn, your key's only going to turn a little bit, so you know you're kind of on the right track. Like right there, yeah, like I said, it's a little tricky. I should have practiced beforehand, but this will give you a real world scenario. So we have it in. I think it's lifted, and no, we're not in all the way. Okay, there we're turned, and it's just turned a little bit, and obviously it came out there, but what I wanted to demonstrate is you have to have it, sorry about the focus guys, you have to have it exactly to the proper height, because you'll get your pick under there and you can tell that the core won't turn farther than that, but you're pulling and it's not coming out. Just play with the amount of lift you have on it, or you know what I mean, how far you're pushing that pin up, and turn it. You'll feel it lock and pull out, and keep repeating. I should have left good enough alone, but keep repeating it until you get the core out, like that. And yeah, there's not really much to it. So on the back of these things, you have, this all stays in the lock, obviously. Have this little copper or brass shim. Have the tailpiece that interfaces with the lock, and there you can see that pin that I was just lifting. So, not the easiest thing to do. I prefer the other method if you can get it picked. But yeah, you're reaching through this. Reaching through this really tiny hole to get that pin lifted. I can see why some people would think it's not possible, but yeah, that's how I first got the core out, so obviously it is possible. Might be a little tricky, but and to put this back together, I might do this yeah, might do this off camera. It's going to make the video a little bit too long, but yeah, that's pretty well as easy as that. And obviously with the control key, you can see how it really has to retract that all the way till it's at least flush with the outside of the housing. And yeah, just with the control key in there, it's lifted, so you don't even have to turn it, it will just slide right in. Pretty cool. Not as secure as the across all chambers control locks, like let's see, Best or Sargents that have them across 4 chambers, I believe, or a Medico that has them across 2 chambers. But still, pretty cool lock, and that's how you can get your cores out if you have one of these that you're struggling with. I think I'll do a video on Medico LFIC, but the thing with those is you have to at least have it picked, and that's a big part of the battle. And again, it won't work on all locks. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. I did a video on it in the past, but it was just a quick impromptu video after I discovered this myself. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Don't want to make this video too long. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope maybe even I helped a couple people. And yeah, as always, guys, thanks for your support, and I'll see you on the next video.